Hi guys, I'm Rayden.
I'm Beija.
Today we're going to be presenting Chapter 19, The Myths of Social Security. We're going to explain how Social Security actually works, some of the biggest misconceptions people have about it, and the economic concepts connected to the system.
Most people think Social Security works like a personal savings account where the money you pay in gets saved for your own retirement. But in reality, that is not how the system works. Today, nearly 67 million Americans receive Social Security benefits, and as college students, we will likely be paying into the system for most of our working lives. Social Security involves concepts like trade offs, incentives, opportunity costs, and government policy decisions. The main question we focused on is how does Social Security work as an economic system, and what are its real trade offs?
The central message of our presentation is that Social Security is a pay-as-you-go system. This means that the current workers fund current retirees through payroll taxes. The money is not stored in individual accounts for each worker. The system is shaped by economic trade-offs, incentives, and opportunity costs. Because of that, Social Security is not as guaranteed or fixed as many people assume.
One of the one of the biggest myths about Social Security is that your payroll taxes are being saved specifically for you. Instead, the taxes collected from current workers are immediately redistributed to current retirees. This system works best when there is a large working population, strong employment levels, and steady wage growth. However, the system becomes strained when birth rates decline, people live longer, and the retiree population grows faster than the number of workers supporting it.
Social Security also involves many economic trade-offs. For example, increasing payroll taxes can improve funding for the program, but workers would have less disposable income. Increasing benefits may improve retirement security, but it also increases government spending obligations. Raising the retirement age can reduce costs for the government, but it can place more pressure on older workers to continue working. Reducing benefits may help balance the system financially, but it could increase poverty risk amongst elderly Americans.
In economics, incentives influence decisions people make, and Social Security creates incentives for workers, retirees, and politicians. Politicians. For example, workers may retire earlier if benefits are available sooner. On the other hand, delaying retirement increases future benefits, which encourages people to work longer. Higher payroll taxes may discourage some people from working additional hours. Politicians also tend to avoid major reforms because benefit cuts are unpopular with voters. Overall, incentives connected to Social Security affect labor force participation, retirement decisions, and government spending.
So our first supporting article comes from the 2024 Social Security Administration Trustees Report. The report explains that Social Security is projected to face a future funding shortfall. One reason is that fewer workers are supporting more retirees, while people are also living longer than before. This increases the total amount of the system. This increases the total cost of the system. And this article matters because it shows that Social Security is not automatically guaranteed forever and depends heavily on economic conditions and demographics.
Our second supporting article comes from the Congressional Budget Office, or CBO. The article discusses several policy options the government could use to address Social Security issues, including raising taxes, reducing benefits, or increasing the retirement age. However, every solution comes with economic trade offs. There is no perfect answer because every policy decision involves both costs and benefits. This reflects one of the core ideas in economics.
So this slideshow shows important statistics from both supporting articles. In 1950, there were about 16 and a half workers supporting every retiree. Today, that number is closer to around 3 workers per retiree. And it is projected to decline even further in the future. The report also estimates that the Social Security Trust Fund could run out by 2034, meaning only 77 to 81% of benefits may still be tax payable. The CBO also estimates that fixing the system could require either major tax increases or benefit reductions. These statistics show why Social Security is such an important economic issue.
To conclude, Social Security is a pay as you go system rather than a personal savings account. Current workers find current retirees through payroll taxes, and demographic changes are placing increasing financial pressure on the system. There is no perfect solution because every policy decision involves trade offs and opportunity costs. Social Security strongly connects to important economic concepts like incentives, trade offs, opportunity costs, and government intervention. Ultimately, the future of Social Security depends on future economic conditions and government policy decisions.
Thank you for listening to our presentation. We hope this explains some of the major myths and economic realities behind Social Securities. Thank you.